my eye. Girl, I never loved one like you.
Man, oh man, you're my best friend. I scream it too. There's nothing that, there ain't nothing that I need.
Well, hot and heavy pumpkin pie.
My name's Rachel. I'm 16 years old.
Hi, my name is Kathia, and I'm 17 years old. I just recently became a certified barista, so stop by Starbucks, room 7.
Hey, my name's Susanna. I'm the oldest one in the class. I'm 18. Something interesting about myself. I'm a boxer. That's fun, so don't mess with me.
My name is Lucia. I am 17 years old, and I want to be a director when I grow up. Also, once I glued my mouth shut. It was very scary.
I was born here in Norwalk, but my parents are immigrants. My dad's an immigrant from Germany and my mom's an immigrant from China. I think it's pretty awesome in my opinion, because my mom, she brings like the hardworking qualities from China, and my dad kind of brings like the laid back, well, I wouldn't say Germany's like very laid back, but I guess like the more relaxed and like cultural culture. I define myself as American because I wouldn't like define myself as one, you know how like, because if I define, I'm like half and half.
I was born and raised here in Norwalk, but my mother, she has interpreted the household in a Mexican kind of way. So I was raised in their culture. There was no English in my house growing up. It was all Spanish.
So I'm from Costa Rica. I was born there. I lived there for 9 years and I came here in 2006. I've lived here for 9 years, so you could say I have 1 foot over there and 1 foot over here. I was very young when I came here, and my first memory here was at the airport. The lady, I think it was an African-American lady, saying in a very dry, mean voice, "Welcome to America." And I didn't feel welcome at all. I was really a small town girl. I didn't know anything besides Costa Rica, and that was it. And then I got dropped 6 hours in a plane and I got dropped here. And my perspective on what I thought was my home completely changed.
I was born in Manhattan, New York, but my mom was from Argentina and my dad was from New Zealand. They met in Ireland and then they moved here. So all very complicated, but yeah, so I lived in a whole lot of different places. Manhattan, obviously, a small island called Roosevelt's Island, here, Australia, New Zealand. So I've lived in a lot of different places. I've seen lots of different cultures. I'm going to try and count the places that I've lived in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's somewhere around 20.
This house that I'm in, that would be my home. I've lived in it since I was like, before I went to preschool, so it's pretty much been my only home.
My home is where my brothers are. I mean, sure, people usually say their parents too. I mean, I love my parents, I do, but I pretty much raised my brothers because my parents were always working. So my brothers are where my home is. This is Tristan. all right. And this is Alex. It's Alex. You can go now.
What I consider home, it's not a house, really. Home means being with my mom and my brother. Anywhere I am, as long as I have both of them, I know I'm at home.
Never really thought about it before, but I felt like I didn't really have one because I was born in New York, but I hadn't really lived there for a long time, so I don't feel like New York is my home. the first thing that came to my mind was an image of me on an airplane, and I was sitting there on the airplane listening to old music on my iPod. Or I was at a coffee shop reading my favorite book for the 100th time. I think my home is in books, my home is in music and art and writing and other things that I love to do. When I'm doing them, I feel like I'm home no matter where I am.
It would be a structure that you lived in, but it wouldn't be permanent. Because, you know, like, as humans, we move around a lot, whether it's like for work-related reasons, or you're like just getting out of the house, going to college, and then settling down with a family. So, home is not really a permanent thing. It changes throughout your life, depending on your experiences.
My definition of home is where you surround yourself with the people that you love, so that's pretty much my family and some very, very close friends. Shout out to Rosa Cologne.
My definition of home, it's that it's a concept that you developed in your head. There's things that you think about when somebody says home, and you just try to bring those along wherever you know you're going to be living. When I go to college, I know there's some things that I'll take from my room. I mean, I can't bring my mom and my brother, thank God.
I think that the definition of home is something that defines you, something that you can rely on and gives you a sense of comfort or safety.
Don't put a label on your home. Like, it could be like whatever you want it to be. So the whole point to our project, our video, is that home is wherever you're comfortable at, where you surround yourself either with friends and family that you love, or it's with books, or with movies, or whatever. You make your own home.
It's okay for your home to change, whether it's a different country or a different just place overall and not a full, like a regular house. I think it's okay to have multiple homes and to have different ones throughout your lifetime. So don't be scared if you ever find yourself thinking that, wow, my home has changed, and that's not right, because it is. You can have more than one. I have more than one, and it's fine.
Okay, in conclusion, home isn't a permanent thing, and it's not a structure that you live in, but it's a personal thing, and everyone should have one, and everyone should have the freedom to make their own home.